onefootflipper.
Hi, Paige here, the 1 Foot Flipper. I have gotten the message. My last few videos have been a little bit boring. Me ramble a little bit, nothing but sales of some rather uninteresting items, but I figured let's flip that up a little bit and I'll show you some new items that I just got. I got a haul of new items. Couldn't film on the location. This is a location I'm going to be able to return to multiple times. All right, we got some sort of alligator on a swing. I don't know if he's any good or not. Some sort of vintage Gumby man. Now this I like. This is a rip-off flip calendar for $19.59 from the Bundy Tubing Company in Detroit. I don't know if it's Al Bundy or Bud Bundy. Maybe it's Ted Bundy. Oh, there's a little bit of risque photos hidden in here. Remember, back in the world hasn't always been the same. Companies would put out things like that as promotional items, never considering it would offend any women because they didn't think any women were in business. So you'd see matchbook covers for auto shops with naked ladies on them. This calendar, which in fact does have some naked ladies hidden inside. It's a great vintage item. I'm sure that's going to do well. Got a couple of Simpsons watches. These are Burger King talking watches. They're not as good as you'd think they are. Comps on them are all over the place. Probably $5 to $10. I'll probably get $5 to $10 each for them. Depends on how many of them are available right now at any given time. A vintage GE radio. Things like this always sell. Let's see if the batteries have puked. You'd think with the number of batteries I've pulled out of things over the years that I'd be good at it, but not if people are watching me, apparently. I just can't get the batteries out of this thing. See, maybe I'm the worst reseller, which would be unfortunate, because unlike a lot of other resellers, failure on eBay is not an option for me. Oh, these batteries are only expired by 10 years. They have not puked out yet. I can't fail on eBay. It's not because I don't have any other option. You know, Commonwealth Picker, he could go back and be a teacher again, or who else do you guys watch? Even Dave, Dave the NC Picker, he still has his day job. Or Carrie, American Arbitrage. He could do anything that any grown man can do. Nothing else. I mean, he's got 3 degrees, and an Outburger might not take him back, but I'm sure he'd do fine if he couldn't resell. But me, you know, there's not a lot of employers looking to hire one-legged 45-year-old men who don't even have 1 college degree, much less 3. Especially those men who all of their work experience is in things that they can't do anymore. Oh, hello, is this the one-legged man store where you give me a $50,000 a year job and full medical? No, it's not. That doesn't exist. I'd either have to do phone support or I'd get some pity Walmart greeter job that would make me hate my life. I don't want to do that. eBay is all I've got here. And failure is not an option. I will make it work no matter what happens. And it looks like the battery compartment in this is clean. Unfortunately, the antenna's missing. So what else do we pull from this location? Got a HD twist. I believe this is a standalone camera. Hopefully there's nothing saucy on it. I haven't looked at it yet. Not sure if it's valuable anymore now that cell phones are a thing. Now, where was I? Oh. Yes, in the early days before, because I was not immediately successful on eBay when I went full-time. I was still very sick. I couldn't move around very well. My muscle still had tons of muscle pain. I still have lots of pain, but not like I did in the early days. And mostly all I had to work with was cards. And there were some nights where I would sit there and list card after card after card while listening to old rock music and just crying. And I'm happy to say those days are over, but there's still always some nervousness. All right, we got a Fostex multi-track X14 recorder. It's even got the box. The manual's in here, the plug. I'm sure this will work because it just looks too complete. This will probably be $150 by itself, if not more. Michael Jackson, Shimona. Laser Blazers holographic stickers from Color Forms. These are not as good as you'd think they'd be because everybody kept them. There's a ton of them up, but everybody's asking too much for them. To be honest, they'll be about $5 each plus ship. And I always charge shipping, except on high-end cards now that I've stopped doing it. Charging shipping is important because it allows you to do markdowns without fear of losing money. A lot of people want to do free ship just for those unicorn customers who will actually buy more than one item. But those customers are unicorns, and anybody who sells things knows that. You can't operate your business under the assumption your customers are going to buy more than one item, because no matter what I do, I can't get most customers to buy more than one item. All right, we've got some sort of Ansco Sure Flash box camera. It's got a bunch of rust on it. I'd say there's zero chance of this working, but the mechanism actually still seems to be doing just fine. So this might actually work. Not that anybody has the film for this sort of thing anymore. I assume people just want these things as a prop now. What else do we have hidden back here? I normally avoid glass, but I got a couple of candles here, vintage candles. These are glass, blue and red with steel bases. Sure somebody will want those. Oh, doggy wants to go outside. Parker. Sorry about that, folks. The dog had managed to close her door a little bit so she couldn't go outside. And then she didn't go. Oh, she's dragging some sort of box down the steps. All right, we got a couple of porcelain lady heads here. Says Nipponware on the bottom. They've got some numbers on them. Anybody knows about these? Let me know. I've never had anything like that before. A sealed iOmega zip disk. I'm sure somebody will want this because there are companies and people who never change their procedures. I'm sure somebody somewhere is still doing backup on those zip disks from the 90s, even though literally anything else will hold more. An entire box full of cassette tapes. We've got both real tapes and recorded ones here. I sell the recorded ones as well. I just don't say what's on them. I just say they're pre-used blanks. That way people can record whatever they want on them. Grass. This is some sort of game about marijuana. This looks rather old. This could be great. This could be awful. I don't know. Not really a fan of drug paraphernalia type of stuff, but I guess it's really a pop culture item now. One giant and fairly dirty beer stein. A lot of this stuff is really dusty. The location it came from, most of the rooms hadn't been inhabited in years, so they'd just got to accumulate years of dust. Couple of vintage wallets here. A Avon Sure Winter Bracing Lotion that appears to be full in the shape of a guitar body. You want to put that in the vintage perfume collectibles. You don't want to list it as used. It's in the vintage perfume collectibles, and it is not used. Do not call it used. That'll be a great way to get it pulled down. A few more tapes. Oh, Fleetwood Mac. I haven't mentioned Fleetwood Mac in like 5 videos, at least. A wooden snake. I don't know if this is good or not. This is the sort of thing people buy in gift shops on vacation. And it kind of looks like it's been chewed on by dogs, but... And if it's no good, it goes in the trash. Too bad this is not a Sony. Got a little pink 80s, maybe early 90s radio, but it's Grand Prix, which is just about the worst brand you can have. This is like the Big Lots brand, I think. I have not tested this yet, but I'm sure somebody will want it for their either for their collection, or it's a decent movie prop item, except the prop guys usually want name brands. They usually want Sony or something. We've got a very nice box here. I don't know if this is called soapstone or what, but it's got unicorns on it. Somebody will want this. I'm gonna feel like I'm doing a live auction, even though there's nobody on the other end. I got 2 lanterns of some sort. One is quite rusty, and the other one really is. Or nope, they're both rusty, just in different areas. They're the same, but different colors. I don't know what these are. Out of my normal area. The Art of Charles Schulz. This is probably not sellable on its own because most books aren't, but if I get a few other Peanuts books, I'll be able to lot them up. 3 lighters. A turtle trinket box. Some other sort of little trinket box here with a cat on it. And a World Band radio that I just picked up just in case. It's not a good brand. Probably nobody will want it because you can probably get a new one for almost nothing. I got some great remotes that I'm going to have to save because I'm probably going to get the units that these go to, but if I don't, they'll still be great remotes. Pioneer CD changer remote, Sanyo TV, Onkyo multifunction. I think this is a stereo remote, and a Sanyo stereo remote. Now, like I mentioned, I've been selling some more Pokemon cards lately, and I said the claims are going to start rolling in. Well, on Sunday, I had a customer make claims on 2 separate orders that he made from me. These orders were on separate days. They were shipped separately, and he claimed that both of them didn't arrive. Tracking, of course, showed both of them did arrive. I responded to the claims with the tracking information, saying uploading tracking information that shows the item has arrived as per eBay policy. And this was on a Sunday that he put these claims in. 4 hours later, I got feedback for both items saying the item finally arrived. When I looked at his feedback, he left that same feedback for 10 people. Did he also claim to not get the items from the other 10 people? I'm gonna guess that's what happened. I can't be sure. I haven't messaged any of those people. I mean, I guess I could message them if I wanted to, but I've already blocked the customer now. But it just goes to show you, the Pokemon scammers are still out there. And speaking of Pokemon, I did something I have not done in 10 years. I listed something in auction format. I had about 400 base set 1999 Pokemon cards in really nice shape, but they're no rares. It's all the commons and the uncommons. And I said, I'm never going to deal with this box. I've opened that box up, looked at it, and set it back at least 100 times. over the last couple of years. And I said, nope. I put it up for a 1 cent auction. It's currently at, and like I said, didn't even bother to try to time it and go at night or anything. This is going to end on a weekday in the middle of the daytime. It's got 2 days and 5 hours left. It's at $51 right now, which is more money than I thought the box would even bring. So you're going to see some more auctions from me, specifically on getting bulk lots of Pokemon cards out of here. And that's it. Don't think I'm going to go over any sales in this video, although sales have been absolutely fine. My 30-day total is hovering just over $12,000, and my last 7 days was at $2,800 with 0 sold so far today, so it's really last 6 days. So my sales are doing fine for February. Apparently everybody else's have been bad, but that has not affected me at all. And I guess that's all I've got for today. I hope to see you again soon.